Hi and welcome to another video from me, Christopher at Double Brush Gaming. So today is the monthly giveaway for March, and with that monthly giveaway I also want to do a bit of a army review as well of one of the main armies I have for 30k, and it's my only 30k army that's fully painted, which is roughly 4,000 points worth of Salamanders. The reason why I'm doing that army review at this point, and it also ties in with the giveaway, is because the giveaway is the female Russian flag bearer from Warlord Games that was at Salute's limited edition model 2017. When we went to Salute, I really wanted to get into 30k, and as always, Forge World is there, and the queue is massive. For let's just get there straight away. And I queued up, decided what 30k army I wanted to play, and that was Salamanders. Absolutely love Salamanders. It's something that I just have a passion for the army. I love their history, and my son refers to these as my dinosaur Marines, which is really cool actually. He really likes them. He loves the sort of dinosaur effects that I've got on painted on the rhinos and sort of the flames and all that sort of stuff that I've got throughout the army. We're definitely gonna be at Salute in 2018, which is on April the 14th. Come and say hi to me and James and Richard as well. He's going to be there because we're going to be wearing our shirts that I ordered from Vista Print, and they're really cheap actually. So do come and say hi if you're there. And I really love Salute. It was the first year I ever went last year, and it was just full of so much amazing companies there. One company that I've got to give a massive shout out that really helped me sort of fine tune my 30k army was Zinc Industries, which is spelled Zinge. They had some amazing border shields basically. They have they call them shields for humans or things like that, but they fit on Marines perfectly, and I'll go closer in a minute when we change the angles to show you exactly what those border shields actually look like. £5 for 5. Amazingly cheap. And the 30k Forge World set that I bought was the Salamanders starter, which obviously came with Contemptor, the Fire Drakes, and the Special Weapon Flame guys as well. Really love those models. And in this army as well, I bought something I thought was genuine off eBay, which was a Spartan. I did my fake raisin video not that long ago, and said that it was a company that was clearly trying to say it as a warehouse seller, clearly fake because it was printed from China, where this guy on eBay listed it as genuine. I emailed him saying could I have confirmation of it, because he was selling a Spartan that was really badly damaged and bits were chipped off and also all that sort of stuff, and it was the old Spartan when you had to do your own tracks. He actually sent a photo of the genuine certificate as well that you normally get from Forge World. You'll clearly see that it was horribly fake when I first got it. It was so mismolded. The tracks were different tracks than what's normally on a Spartan, so I had to completely re-scrap that and actually had to sculpt some of my own to fit into the gaps, which didn't work 100%. The body shape was also at an angle, so the Spartan actually looks like it's curving in. Put in a dispute, but because the guy had the genuine certificate and listed it as badly damaged, the dispute was closed down by eBay, which was a shame, but it did only cost me £35 with delivery. I have no problem building something that is badly damaged. I feel I can sculpt pretty well, and I can sculpt, tank traps or the side of a tank and things like that, which I needed to do for this massively. So I know a lot of people be put off by bidding for it because it was so badly damaged. But the fact is, the guy generally went, "This is real." I thought brilliant. I got genuine Forge Rod. Actually, there's no way it is. The weight of it is so much heavier Dan, my friend Spartan, who I was there when he bought it at Forge World. So I know exactly, what the weight of it's supposed to be. It weighs a ton. It is crazily more heavy than normal Forge World. It could only be done in a home printing mold or resin or things like that. So, but £35 for a Spartan is still game worthy. I can still use it. It's just a bit disappointing when someone actually is saying it's genuine and you clearly know it's not. But oh well, you have to watch out for these things on eBay and all these second sites. So people are going to sell things when they're not genuine. And I don't mind, if someone says I can't prove this is genuine because I've bought it online. That's absolutely fine. You have the understanding of it could be fake. That's fine. It's when someone says this is genuine and has the audacity to basically fake the certificate as well, irritated me. But we're diversing. So I want to show you the whole army. It's about 4,000 points worth of Salamanders, and then get on to the competition and how you can win the fantastic model from Salute 2017. So hopefully you like this. A little bit of an overview. Show you some of the great models that I've got. All painted by James as well, for Devil's Rush Gaming. This is my 30k Salamanders army. So just go around so you can actually see exactly what it is. There's Falcon there. You can see it's quite a nice little army. A lot of troops, a lot of transports in there, a lot of heavy supports. Obviously, if I'm using this in 30k, it uses double formations because the amount of heavy supports in there, but because of the points as well. I don't know if you guys used to do this, but we tend to have the rule, if it's going above 2.5k, then you are allowed to do another organisation chart. So let's go on and get it out of the way with. So the Spartan that I said was clearly fake. With it head on, you can see it looks quite good, but you notice that it curves inwards. It didn't come with the las cannons bits, but overall I really like it. And these guys, these are my breaches. Now, as you can see, these are the shields that I ordered from the Zinc. They are incredible. Treat them like normal resin, give them a wash. Very liquid, warm water, done. My breeches, 10-man squad, have Thunderhammer in there as a sergeant. Tend to do artificer armor throughout all my sergeants. And two flamers in there as well, just fitting the Salamander theme as well. Flamers, Thunderhammers, melters. That's the way Salamanders should be, and I believe very heavily in the combi weapon approach, or the sort of melter pistols, which are unique in 30k for the Salamanders army. There's a mixture of sort of the mech armor, Mark III and Mark IV without this armor, sort of the heavier troops such as the breaches, and the more sort of tank looking armor, the early years, and then some of the fast moving troops are on the later years of the Mark IV. So there's breaches. Get one of them out. Really simple work that James did. These have all got the Forge World shoulder pads as well, which James bought me as a birthday present 1 year, and he bought me that with the Forge World combi weapon set as well, which I've used a lot in this army as well. So I just wanted to show those off straight away. Love these models, absolutely love them. Got missile launcher squads, only 5-man, all missile launchers. I really genuinely like missile launchers in 7th, in 30k and in 8th. And we got a 10-man heavy bolter squad. Really like the fire output for these. Let's see, just all in the heavier armour. Use a mixture of heavy bolters and the sergeant with a combi melter, and the scanner that allows me to shoot at things coming in on the Deep Strike or Reserve. Then I have a 5-man autocannon squad as well. Really like autocannons in 7th. Or in 30k, sorry. A lot of firepower. A lot of people forget actually how much firepower autocannons can kick out. And if they're left alone for a turn and a half, you know, they can actually do some really good damage. Got the troops there. Just a normal 10-man squad. And the sergeant has a combi flamer or combi melter. All go in the rhino as well. These are the special Forge World who flamer units, which can also change their flamers for sort of like a melter version as well. Sergeant has a power fist. The problem with these was the back bits. Was these bits here. Really fiddly. They're one of those things that just came, you have to put in hot water and use the hairdryer approach to get them fixed. Someone just completely bent and shattered it all, so I had to actually make my own, unfortunately, on them, but they're okay. Again, I do really like the models. I need them as a 10-man squad, really, but the disadvantage is they can't have a transport, which is a rhino, so I tend to have a tactical squad that doesn't start the game in a rhino, and then behind the rhino, and then the first turn they move into the rhino. For some reason they can't actually have it as a dedicated transport. It doesn't mean they can't not get in the rhino afterwards. And we got the Forge World Contemptor. Wanted to make it look like it's running that Salamander's approach. It's got a heavy flamer in the fist and the melter. So again, taking advantage of the pluses that Salamanders get with the heavy flame, with the flamers and the melters. Then it wouldn't be a Salamander's army with a support squad. Obviously counts as troops, which is a 10-man flaming unit, and the guy has a just a different flamer. It is obviously a combi flamer, but for game purposes it's a flamer, but I like just the sergeant having a little bit of craftsmanship and he's actually made his own. Again, all going a rhino. Vindicator in 30k is amazing. Vindicator in 8th is rubbish in my opinion, but I love the fact it's it's all flaming on that dozer blade. It's just a great model as well. The tactical squad: sergeant, combi weapon, combi melter with power sword, goes in the rhino. And we have another troop squad. Just have a sergeant in there. He's got a combi weapon somewhere. All goes into one of the rhinos. And then fitting in really nicely into Salamander's army is obviously a support squad, all with melters. Loads of points. I think it's just shy of 350, something like that, this squad, if not a bit more, but actually I really like it. In game terms, yeah, if you don't kill them first turn, or if you don't pop their tank, then they're useless at the back. But if they've just left in that rhino and they just pop out with that Terminator squad or that Butcher squad for World Eaters, all those type of elite Terminator squads running forward, and suddenly they just pop out of rhino and just absolutely wreck their day. Instant deathings, because obviously it's strength 8, no armor save on most units in the game, so they're relying on the vulnerable saves, where certain elite units just have to rely on a 5+ or their 4+ invulnerable, 4+ or 5+ invulnerable saves. Obviously Salamanders do have a bit of a bonus with these guys, which are the fire drakes. Now I absolutely love these models. These are the ones I ordered from Forge World, from the Salute event. It's just brutal, absolutely brutal. What I find is Vulcan does absolutely nothing in combat, and then these kill the Primarch that Vulcan's supposed to be fighting by himself. So they tend to go in the Spartan with Vulcan, and just charge forward. I mean, they're 2 wounded Terminators with 3+ invulnerable saves, and if you're not used to 30k, and you're still playing 8th, which is fine. Brilliant game system, I really like it. 30k, 3+ invulnerable saves is really, really rare. 2 winning Terminators is pretty much standard throughout all of the elite chapter Terminator units, but not many of them can walk up with a Thunderhammer, and not many of them can come up with a 3+ invulnerable save. And the only Legion that can are the Iron Hands. They have a Terminator squad that's very good and will have 3+ invulnerable saves and things like that. Phil Fist can, but it can't have the Thunderhammers with it. I just really like it. You know, a Primarch can run into him as long as one Thunderhammer goes through. That Primarch then is hitting a slow initiative if they survive. Loads of attacks as well. Got another Terminator squad. Obviously got a Heavy Flamer, 2 Chain Fists, 1 Power Sword, 1 Power Fist. Just fits in really nice with the army. Can deep strike down in with the HQ, which is Praetor. Tend to do this as a Relic Blade. It is just a bit of conversion. He's got a combi melter, and on the side I shifted the weapon for one of the maces on a Dark Angel's mace, I believe. Just cut and changed it a bit just to make it a little more Salamanders. Just feels a bit different. And this guy I tend to use as a Praetor as well, or it could be used as a Chaplain. So there's a bit of crafting gone into here. So on the shoulder pads, this arm is actually from the alternative Sergeant's arm from the heavy weapons team, the Flamer units. So just wanted to use, you know, an actual Salamander's shield shoulder pad in there. The Power Sword, which looks quite funky, and then he's got the Chaplain Artifice Craziest as well. Really like him. Obviously he can go with the Terminator squad, or he can go with the Fire Drakes as well. Then the big guy himself. I just love this model. You know, there's loads of gold on him. Really wanted his effects. You can see loads of detail on the face, even though it's black, and you just see the glimpse of those red eyes in there, which is only this Primarch that can pull that off, I think. You know, there is so much detail on him. I love the model. He is a absolute beast, but then he is one of the most expensive Primarchs, and you would expect that as well. You know, all the Primarchs are all expensive. There's a couple that are a little bit cheaper, and they've got cheaper alternatives if you take them in an earlier stage. But generally, you know, you have some of the really expensive Primarchs, and he is up there. But he is an absolute beast. He is a Primarch killer, like you expect any Primarchs to kill. He is also a Leviathan killer as well. A lot of Primarchs struggle with Leviathans, struggle with Contemptors, tie them up in combat for far too many turns than what they should do in backgrounds and storyline basis, where Vulcan just turns around, smashes it, and it tends to die in the first round. Especially if they're unlucky with their invulnerable saves. You know, he's got them the super Thunderhammer that's only Vulcan can wield, loads of strength, low AP, all the Primarch goodness. He just smashes them. So I hope you like just that little bit overview of the army and just the overall look as well. Like I said, I really like Salamanders. It's a really nice paint scheme. It's so simple to do, and James has done a fantastic job as well. And so you can contact us for obviously commission painting and stuff like that. James is the painter for that. I don't paint armies anymore. I just don't really like it. But I am doing the scenery, and all the scenery that you can see in here, some of it you haven't seen yet. It's all in our Wednesday terrain review from all the stuff that I bought online from TT Combat. All bought it on eBay from Troll Trader. So, as I said, this is Salamander's army. It's 30k, 4,000 points, using double formations, and it can really be used for 30k, for 40k as well. Just obviously shifting a couple of things. I've got the 2 characters in there. I probably wouldn't use Vulcan in there. I just don't think he's right model. It just doesn't look right when he's on a 40k board. But the rest of the army, a couple of shifts and changes. Take a multi-melter, a melter gun out of there. Take a missile launcher from there. Build that into a tactical squad with the amount of guys that I've got. Contemptor can be used. The Spartan can be used. Wouldn't use the Vindicator. The one thing that I would get for this army to make it that little bit more competitive is the special character Dreadnought. I can't pronounce his name for the life of me, but he's like 400 points. He's toughness 9. He's got a 5+ invulnerable save, obviously with a 2+ in save. He's a character Dreadnought, so he can't get picked out because it's actually got the definition of character, and he's less than 10 wounds, so he definitely can't get picked out. Obviously, there's special rules and snipers that can. But that is that toughness 9. That toughness 9 is brutal. He also has, obviously, he has the 5+ invulnerable save, but he also has a 4+ feel no pain for any wound. 4+, he ignores that wound. So if you get past the toughness, past the invulnerable save, it's then 50-50 whether you wound him or not as well. Not only can you not shoot him if he's not the closest target, but he's a beast even to wound. The idea of him, is using like a Dreadnought drop pod, the 2 Terminator squads, the character drop down first turn, all 9 inches bubble away, and then you've got to deal with that. The Rhinos using as a bit of a Rhino rush with all the 5-man with a special weapon in there, and the 5-man heavy weapon splitting them at the back, shooting in from like the missile launchers or the heavy bolters, to putting in. Obviously you've got the Spartan there to put in a big contingency of Marines as well. I really like that army. Even though every time I'm looking at it going, do you know what, that's a really good idea for an army. The fact the 30k models are amazing models. You can get them cheap online as well now compared to some of the 40k stuff. What do you think? Are you against using the 30k models or the 30k Marines as your 40k army? Personally, I don't see a problem with it. It's just different era of armor. You take army. There's loads of armies that use different armories, different classes of armor. I don't see no reason for it. Or are you against using Forge World models in 40k? At the moment, there is a big hee-haw at the moment with some tournaments just completely banning them. I think that's the wrong way to go. I generally think the Forge World models are a little bit overpointed. Personally, the Spartan is crazy points in 40k. Yeah, it's good, but it's not as good as what it is in 30k. But let me know what you think. I think 40k is pretty well balanced. Generally anyway. You can always have that player, and we all know that player who's a bit of a douche, as it say. If you're wondering who that player is, it's you. Only kidding. But we always have that person at our local club or a local tournament, and you just go, oh, not him again, and you just play him or avoid him. That's pretty much what I do. Like those type of players, I tend to just avoid, and they'll get the message that I can't be asked to play that sort of spam list they always get. But when it comes to sort of using the 30k models, there's a Forge World Index that has them all in, with all the 8th edition rules in anyway. So they're there. Even the chapter approved that came out in Christmas has the points changed for some of them, or the fact that has them in there that you can use them. The fact it's there, why can't you use them? I think 40k is so vast. We've got so many models, so much choice. Don't stop us from losing them. Allow us to play the game. It's just a game. So there's my little ramble on about the 30k, 40k debate. We can talk about it all day, really, especially if someone's really against it, and I know some that are. But now let's get on to the competition. I'll change the camera angle. I'll show you what you guys can win. So, what can you win? I'll show a proper picture on it at the end of this, just because obviously it's not been opened, so it's brand new. It is the Russian female flag bearer for bolt action. Obviously can use in 49 as well, which is a really good bolt action system. If you've not seen it, it's basically the Second World War based in the year 1947. Loads of history, loads of weirdness happens, loads of different tech, zombies, werewolves, bears, sonic weapons and all sorts. It's really funky but really cool. James has done some fantastic painted armies for that as well, so please take a look at that in the previous video. But that is what you can win. Now I know you're wondering how you can win. We always tend to do a little bit of a change each time to try and spur more people sort of watching our videos, but also, you know, the main thing is we want to give something back for the people that actually are supporting us, which makes sense. So for this competition, you need to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and you need to share the video from our Facebook page as well. So you need to be a subscriber, and you need to share as well from our Facebook page the video of this. That is how you enter in the competition. If you comment on this video either by Facebook or by our YouTube, that is one extra entry in a sense. So you get 2 entries. You can't comment on both and get two additional entries. It's just one additional entry. So if you share, you've got to share minimum, and you've got to be a subscriber. And then if you comment on either the YouTube or the Facebook, you get an extra entry in for free. I hope that's really simple. It is free wherever you are in the world. I'll make sure it's posted to there. It is no charge whatsoever, and it's really about just thanking you for our support and, you know, spreading the word and hopefully just encouraging us to do some more videos. I really hope that you enjoyed this sort of overview of the 30k world. Hopefully see you at Salute. Come and say hi to us if you're there. It'd be really nice to see some fans and see what you've actually been working on. We'll be wearing t-shirts hopefully, just waiting for them to come in now, but we'll be walking around as hobbyists like yourself, just enjoying the event. One of my friends has actually got a gaming table as well. I'll put a link hopefully in the description, or not in the description, but via Facebook page of his table, just because he's got a game there ready to go, so go and have a word of those. Make sure you check out Zinc Industries as well. They're going to be at Salute, and they're really good guys as well. Really cheap, really adaptable resin kits, and loads of great conversion ideas, just to get your sort of brain thinking about what we can actually do to your armies. They're brilliant. So apart from that, thanks for watching. Really enjoy your feedback. Please comment. Make sure you're entering a competition, and make sure you share the video via Facebook, and subscribe as well to the channel, or the YouTube channel, and that's how you enter in. So apart from that, wherever you are in the world, make it a good one, and happy hobbying.